So Jesus finds him in church. And he says to him, and this is where I got to stop. He says, see, you are well again. Stop sinning or something worse may happen to you. So he is implying that this man was disabled because of sin in his life. That's why we know he probably was an older adult when he got something happen to him because of sin. So just to tell you, and you'll notice that Jesus says, stop sinning or something may happen to you. I want you to know that most of the time, it isn't that you sin and then God punishes you. Often sin has its own punishment inside the sin. I picture this, okay? So God's like, please don't do this sin. It's not because I'm going to do something bad to you. I know that in this sin is its own punishment. If I was a doctor, a medical doctor, and someone came to me with lung cancer and said to me, doctor, I've been smoking for 20 years. And I've got this horrible tumors, cancer from the smoking. God didn't cause the cancer. God was like, no, I told you to honor your body. Be very careful what you do with your body. I know that there's bad results when you smoke. So the doctor says, we're going to treat you. It's going to be radiation operations. And now the doctor goes through that. A couple of years later, the doctor says to you, you're healed. It's miraculous. You're well. The cancer is gone. Now, would you think it's strange if the doctor says, you're well again, stop smoking? Would you think that would be weird? Would you think that would be unkind and mean of a doctor to say, you're well again, you've been healed, stop smoking, or something worse may happen? What do you think? Would that sound reasonable to you to say that? Okay. And that's what Jesus is saying. So listen, Christians, a lot of times, now we'll see there's a story in John. Not all sickness is from sin, but some sickness is from sin. Some sickness is from sin. The sin of anxiety and worry and stress will cause all kinds of physical problems. That's a sin, to worry and be full of anxiety. Some sin is from using drugs. 110,000 Americans died last year, 2023, from using drugs. There was a worm. There's a worm. That's why God says, don't use drugs. There's a snake inside that drug. I get sick when I think 110,000, and most of them young people, 110,000 Americans died last year from drugs. Sickening. Sin, so it isn't God. God's like, I know, I told you. When you get saved and you come to Jesus and you repent of your sin, do you think God is like, oh, I just came to save you, you get to go to heaven? Or do you think God, as a great physician, said, I not only saved you, but I've come to help deliver you from the sins in your life. I've come to change your life. I've come to make you new and to be more Christ-like. Jesus doesn't save us just to leave us in our sin, just to leave us powerless and helpless. Jesus comes to save us to live an abundant life. The people that have no meaning and purpose, listen, the answer is Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and the life. Let's